Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Young College Chef. So today we're going to be making Asian type of ribs, boneless spared ribs. We're going to be making boneless ribs, rib tips, and then ribs. So let's see what we need. 4 to 5 pounds of spare ribs, 2/3 cups of hoisin sauce, half a cup of soy sauce, 6 tablespoons of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil, 2 teaspoons of red food coloring, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 4 tablespoons of honey, and 8 pieces of crushed star anise. So first things first is we're gonna separate the spare ribs to ribs, rib tips, and the boneless ribs. And as well, make sure you cut off any excess fat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a napkin and we're gonna peel off the membrane. So alright you guys, so I've already separated all my ribs. I have my ribs, my rib tips, and my boneless ribs. So what I'm going to do now is we're actually just going to mix the rest of the ingredients together, and that's going to be the marinade for the ribs. Alright, hey guys, so I'm so sorry. So I ran out of room on the when I was making the video, and I didn't even realize it, so it stopped recording. So what I did was so what I did was after I finished the marinade, I put each one of the ribs into a separate Ziploc bag, and I poured the marinade evenly amongst them. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator for about a few hours. You can do this overnight, leave it there for a day, which will really give it a nice flavor. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, you guys. So the ribs have been marinated for a good couple hours now. As you guys can see, it's dark outside. It's 8:42 at night. So what I'm gonna do is you're gonna need a couple of racks to cook the ribs in, because what we're gonna do is, let's show you guys. So I have two pans here, and what I'm gonna do is I put the racks, because we're gonna put the ribs on top of the rack, and we're gonna fill them with water. Now it honestly doesn't matter how much water you put. You just need to make sure that the bottom's at least covered with water. Alright, you guys, so I'm done putting all the spare ribs onto the racks. So what I just did, I preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And what I'm going to do is once the oven's done, I'm going to put all the spared ribs into the oven for approximately 30 minutes. Now, after 30 minutes, you're actually going to remove the spare ribs from the pans and put them on a plate. Hey guys, so I'm editing this video right now and I just realized there's a chunk of the video missing, which I don't know why. But pretty much what happened is at the 30-minute mark, when you take out the boneless ribs, you're going to put those onto a separate plate, and then you're going to flip the rib tips as well as the ribs. And what you're going to do is the extra marinade that you had left over, you're going to glaze back over onto the ribs, put it back in the oven, and keep it there for an additional 30 minutes. Alright guys, so the ribs are done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the oven on broil high, and I have some extra honey here. So what I'm going to do is I put the honey in the microwave for about 30 seconds just so that it can liquefy. And since all the ribs are out, I'm going to put a layer of honey on top of all the ribs, put them into the oven for about a minute, take them out, flip them over, put honey on that side, and put it back in the oven for about a minute, and then after that minute, then the ribs are really done. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I know I love this recipe. If you guys, want to leave any comments or something I could do better, or have any suggestions that I should do in my videos, let me know, because I always like to grow. As well, subscribe, you guys. All right. Well, this is another episode of Young College Chef. Have a good evening, you guys. Until next week. Signing off.